quick one this morning. Someone might be turning up in a second, in which case I'll stop straight away. Last night there wasn't a show because I spent quite a considerable amount of time looking for this. Okay, now I'm not going to go into too many details, but I really didn't appreciate being hassled into... Okay, admittedly I lost the letter, and I kind of knew it would turn up, and it kind of wouldn't be that important, but I'd appreciate it, not being bullied. So there we go, that's that. Now today, later on I'm going to show you how to play Chinese music, Chinese outfit, in honour of this, which is something I got, I think it was from possibly Chinatown. But I was very lucky to find something that fits me. I have actually worn it to a friend's wedding, and then subsequently saw someone else wear sort of Chinese clothes to their I think it was the bride's brother wore a similar thing, but I didn't point it out. So today we're going to unbox a very old computer and see if it works. Okay, so I'll just switch the camera around. So here it is. It's what is it? I'll just get the lights on. How ridiculous! Right, it's a Compaq LTE Elite 450, and it comes in this lovely case. And in the case, there's also an Olivetti printer. Okay, we'll put that there. This is just one of the few things I got back in the day. I don't even know if it got used much. Now what's that? That looks like a microphone stroke speaker, probably for talkies. There we've got a connector for a Scion organiser, which I used to have one of those. I left it at an airport in New Zealand on top of a phone because I was using it to ring home. That's an old style printer cable, I'm guessing. Normal figure of 8 connector. Can't remember the technical term. A mouse. And a big adapter. Okay, so we'll take the big power adapter out. We will need that. The battery will be long dead. I'll just unplug. Oops. I'll unplug the stereo there. It's I wasn't going to get into DAB, but people kept pointing out how cool 6 Music was, and indeed they're right. 6 Music is cool. No there. Oh, that is actually. This can't be. That's not even for the computer. This is the way it should be. Look, a plug in the wall, straight into the laptop. You don't even need a stupid big power supply that you've got to lug around with you all the time. How amazing is that? He said, blowing himself up. Right. So, there it is. Now, we'll see what happens. The hard drive in this would have been probably corroded by now, but it's whizzing round. Let's just bring the screen forward a bit. Lights are flashing. It's counting up the memory. Checksum invalid. Time and date not set. F1 boot. F1. Starting Windows 95. Whoa, hang on a second. Okay. So my Sony smartphone goes wrong after about 5 months. And because I've got a refurb one, guy's not honouring the guarantee. I might have to find out if I can approach Sony directly for that. With this computer that's been in the attic for 10 years, seems to be working just fine. Unable to loan system file. Ooh. Ah, now this is where it's a bit tricky. So I have to get the mouse because there was no. Oh, hang on a sec. Yes, there is. Look. Look at that. Down there. I guess that's the button. Well, the button's on the top behind it. Okay, that's maybe I spoke too soon, but I think that might just be for connecting to networks. So now I'm not sure what connection I'd need to plug a CD drive into this. Has it got a slot for a 1/4 inch disc? No. Okay, let's have a look, see what's on it. So it's got shortcut to Solitaire. Programs. I haven't put much on here. AOL. No, never even used. I must have used this for anything. How ridiculous. Media player. Games. Yeah, it's just got the usuals. You get with. You got free. So there we are. So how many hours have I wasted doing this? In fact, I'm not going to waste a single second doing that. Okay, so off you go. So anyway, so that's the morning kind of sorted, so there we are. That works. I'm quite excited about that. Said, switching. I'm very excited that I found some more Tapescape footage yesterday and actually bothered to do a proper edit of something for the first time in a long time. It was kind of proper. I looked at it again this morning. There was a cut in it that I should have made a mix. There's no point in lying that it wasn't done with one camera. It was done with one camera, so every time the position changes, it is a cut or a mix, and there's a slight zoom out, which I then cut across. When you edit, the idea you don't cut during a zoom. You mix during a zoom because it's quite unsettling for the eye. So why I didn't do that properly, I don't know. I'll try and do it again. I also found out that my Virgin cable, even though it's 20 meg download, it's only 1 meg upload, so I found that out because I really wanted these to be high definition. And I realised I've just been doing it on the side the whole time. Oh my god. Anyway, so I had a talk to the nice man. I used Say No to 0870 website that gives you all the free phone numbers for all these nasty firms, and then you can ring them up via Skype for free as well if you've got a mobile, which sometimes charges for 800. So I rang them up, and they said, oh no, with your router you only get 1 meg upload, so that's why this isn't high def and why uploading video files takes so long. Apparently there's a new super hub I should have been offered when they were doing the doubling, which I basically could have had 30 meg speeds and 3 meg uploads for the last 7 months. But they didn't tell me that. But to be honest, if that is the least of my worries, I'm a very lucky boy. So that's the least of my worries now. Finding the letter, sticking a new address on the front, that was a big worry because it was a big worry to someone else, and I admit I had to spend time sorting it out because it was very unfair otherwise. Although just remember, if a letter's that important, they will send you another letter, or they'll send the bailiffs round, or they'll probably employ hitmen to track you down and chase you around a bit before holding you down and putting a wet sponge on your face, giving your face a good wash. So that's that. That's a bit of nastiness over, thank goodness. This old computer works, that one. I held the thing up the wrong way round the whole time, and now I'm off to try and... Hang on a sec. No, I'm off... Oh, hang on a sec. I'm off to kind of work out what I can do with this. That looks good. That looks like I might be able to stick some old disc-based PC games on there, which I have many. Never thrown away any of the old computer stuff. This is exciting because it means I'll be able to play some of the old computer stuff, because believe it or not, all the old PC games, anything Windows 98 and pre that, will not work on the new operating software, but Mac people are used to that as well, and nothing pre-OS X will work on OS X. So you can just wipe out hundreds, sometimes thousands of pounds worth of software just because they can't be bothered to make things backwards compatible. And of course it makes you buy the new versions, and it's all a big, it's all a big, wouldn't say conspiracy, but it's all a big money making exercise, isn't it? As are our lives. And at the moment, fortunately due to circumstances beyond my control, I'm not worrying about that side of things at the moment. Thank goodness. Maybe in a subsequent show I'll talk you through burning money. It's not something I should have done, especially not where I was at the time that I did it. It upset a few people, but burning a £20 note is actually probably the best thing you'll ever do. I think for me it was a real turning point where I had become obsessed with overtime and work and saving and all that, but just to let it go. I mean, I reckon you probably, depending how much money you have, a fiver or a tenner's might do, but at the time 20 seemed an apt amount. That's quite always been a serious amount to me. If someone said, yeah, let's go out, we're going to have a big night out, but it's going to cost us about 20 quid, I would say it's a bit much. Bearing in mind you could go down to Bar Chocolat on a Thursday night, dance to cheesy disco nonsense from the 70s, 80s, 90s, which I really like. And it's £1, free to get in, and it's £1 drink, which includes a snake bite for £1. It's not good. It's not good. But there you are. So you can get absolutely hammered and have a kebab for 10 quid. That's only in Maidstone, folks. I don't think you'd get that in London. But there's other things you do get in London which are probably worth the fact that you live in London, although you'd have to have quite a good job to really enjoy London. Anyway, enough of that shit. True Watershed, I'd just like to apologise for that slip. It's been a weird couple of days. I'm looking that things are fresh now. Quite impressed that this computer still works. We'll see if it's working later on when I start fiddling with it. And God bless. Okay. See you later. Bye, folks.